As early as 1923, a gradual defence build-up saw Darwin selected as the site for fuel storage tanks for our Navy, but surprisingly not as a base for warships. When Darwin came under attack by the Japanese Air Force, 7 of the 11 fuel storage tanks were destroyed. 400 men from Mount Isa, under the direction of George Fisher, worked in secret to construct these tunnels under Darwin City. The tunnels were for oil storage. Ten years before the first air raids, Defence Force chiefs decided that they needed serious guns to protect the oil tanks. But limited Defence Force spending only allowed for 6-inch guns taken from the HMAS Melbourne to be installed here at East Point and at Emery Point, which overlooks Callan Bay. In June 1940, work began on a 3.1-kilometre anti-submarine boom net. Fears of midget submarine and fast surface vessel attacks persuaded the Navy to increase the length to 5.9 kilometres. Stretching across the harbour and shipping channels, Darwin then had the longest boom net in the world. At least 45 vessels were anchored in the harbour when 81 torpedo bombers arrived from the north. But they were sneaky. They went along the coast from Darwin to the east and then round the back of what is now the rural area. They came out of a monsoon sky, so they were virtually invisible. Within 3/4 of an hour, 8 vessels were sunk. Today, Darwin streets bear some of their names. Peary Street, in honour of the American destroyer for which this memorial is dedicated. Struck by 5 bombs, the Peary's guns continued to fire until the last Japanese plane had flown away. And then, at about 1 in the afternoon, with the loss of 80 sailors, the Peary sank, stern first in about 27 metres of water in Darwin Harbour.